Good evening. Tonight we are going to visit with the Hip Chick, vendor number 57 at Grey Barn. She is 30% off items not marked firm. So I just want to make sure you do look up above her booth. She's got this really old tree limb cutter and some wood carved piece up there. She has an eclectic mix of everything, and I have a calculator with me just in case there's some numbers that if you want to know something, let me know. The 30% off, the easiest way to do is just times it by 0.7. I can do some of that math in my head, but not a whole lot. Math was not my specialty. So the Hip Chick is another one who started with just a bookcase, and she has this whole booth here. I'm gonna scan around, and she's right in front of our other two vendors that we did the last two nights, Auntie's Attic and Jazzy Junk, New Jersey. So, like we've said, always look up and look down and look in between. Now, many of her display pieces are for sale, but not all of them, like her curio cabinet, which is not locked. You can just open that up, but that is one of her display pieces not for sale. So let's get started. If you have any questions or need to find out more information or want to purchase an item, please feel free to contact us. Our phone number is 973-786-5555. We are here Wednesday through Sunday, 10 to 5. You can also find us on Facebook at Grey Barn Antiques and on Instagram at Grey.Barn. And those are the Grey with the E, not the A. So make sure you use that. You can also email us at greybarn@greybarnantiques.com. Visit our website. There's contact information on there as well. So let's dive in. Okay, she's got a little mix of everything, like I said. This is an interesting little piece here. Little wood drawer. Looks like a little handcrafted piece. So that's $29 and then 30% off. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Put it upside down so the lid does slide off. So that knob is just decorative or just to lift it and put it in your workspace. Cast iron bookend. Doorstop. Could use it as a bookend if you wanted to. That one's only $14. This isn't embossed. Yeah, so that's a newer one. Just little signs, and you can see her curio cabinet is filled with lots of goodies. Open the door on that. Opens nice and easily. So that's a nice little flower frog. It's got a glass top on it, and that is, all right, so that's only $10.50. Silver top on that. It's not removable, so that is stuck on there, so yeah, keep that in mind. A lot of glassware, beautiful cups and saucers. Please bear with me while I get up off the floor. So like I said, any of those prices take the 30% off. That's the same price for cash or credit. We do take Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Nice little redware teapot. Miniature folding screen there. That's cool. There's a lot of Asian antiquities and newer items. Salt cellar set. It's a set of 6 of them for $7, so that's just $4.90 for all 6 of the salt cellars. And a lot of them sell usually $3 or $4 each. So pie bird. Just this little piece is around $27 and some change with the discount. So we try to get that tag so you can see that and look that up if you'd like to. Laura Kelly piece of pottery. Shot glasses. Like we said, always look up. Original prints that are signed. That's nice. Limited editions. Antique plate. Nice mirror here. It's one of those ones that has the picture on the top. You can put, it's got like a little shelf kind of portion to it on the top, so you could use that. It's a whole mirror. Ooh, look, she just marked it down. So like I said, it'll be off. So the 30% will be off that $75. She's recently reduced it from $85. There's an interesting little podium or desk. It's a little bit higher in height. She put some beautiful transfers on there. Look underneath things, as we've said. Nice old gas can. Film canister. All these great pieces down here. Some nice tools, toolbox. Let's see, how much is this? She just recently reduced the little desk as well, 70. So that one's 49. I can do that in my head. Can't do most of it, but I can do some of it. So nice wood car. Another print. So she has a little history on this person that did this one. That is Main Street. It's a print of a watercolor. Jars of buttons, wood canister set, more cow creamers. You saw some in the Auntie's attic last night. She just brought this jacket in tonight. That's a nice vintage suede faux fur. 1970s Montgomery Ward. Tan suede coat, faux fur, size 7/8. So that's probably going to run about a 5/6 now because they've started changing the sizes since the 70s. Every decade they seem to change them. So it's going to run small. I mean, I can see it's running small. So this is more of a petite jacket. Sleeves would look like a pretty good length though. So 85, and then take 30% off of that. And that just came in today. So any interest in that? I know hopefully we're getting into some warmer days, but put that away for next year. Sport that one. I'm sure we'll be having a lot of cold days again come next winter. And I'm sure we have a few more left in March. So definitely a really nice jacket. Since it is suede, I do recommend that you get a suede sealant for like the shoes and the coats. Definitely do the Scotch Guard. Do Scotch Guard on that. But get one that's specifically made for suede. Make sure it's a non-color changing because that is a lighter suede. So spray that and the water beads right up off of it in case you accidentally get out and it's raining or snowing. It'll come right off on there. A lot of nice cobalt glass. Here's another one of those cup and saucer shelves. Like I said, not painted. She's got a fantastic price on that. So $29 and then 30% off that $29. And these are all solid wood. You can paint these. You just got to have a little patience. And that's why people prefer to buy them painted because you're trying to get your hand in there and up here and not scratching this and making sure that you paint every bit of it because you have to paint underneath and because you're going to be hanging it on the wall. So we'll just leave it as is. You know, we do have the hemp oil. Goes on the wood beautifully, restores it, gives it a nice sheen again. It also works on the cast iron I found on one of the desks that I had. So a nanny bench. So this would be, it's missing like the little section that would have had for the bar for the baby to lie down in. So they probably would just have it in the basket. So it's very low to the ground. So this would be great in your child's playroom, child's room. If you have a lot of children, it's a very nice little bench. Could be painted and done up really nice. I'll leave it as is. So don't be afraid to paint wood because it's easier to strip than you think. I like Citrus Strip. It is a natural orange one. You just kind of let it sit on there, but you don't have all those chemicals and the smells, and it comes right off. And then you can sand it back down and stain it if you want to. So don't be too afraid of that. So I never painted furniture until we got the shop here. When I grew up, my father and I used to restore furniture. And we always stained it. So I had years of practice of furniture stripping, removing all the old paint and everything. And that stuff was like the really heavy, gooky stuff. You didn't have furniture paint. People would use the house paints, the latex paints, the oil-based paints. Those are a nightmare to take off. The paints now, most of them are water-based, come off a lot easier. So we also have other products to make any surface stainable so you're not killing yourself stripping if you don't want to. So it's a cute little dolphin lamp. Like I said, anything in here that you want more information on, do not hesitate to contact us. We will gladly get that information for you. It does help if you can do either a screenshot or tell me at what point in the video you saw something. I should be able to find things, but you know, sometimes things get moved around or whatever, so it helps us to know exactly what you're describing for us to go look for. She does have some books as well. A lot of good stuff in here. The glass fruit. So, and newer, like I said, she has contemporary and vintage and antiques. It's all mixed in here. I think she just marked this chair down today. So nice little old school desk chair. Wow, marked it down to 25. So that will be $17.50 with the 30% off. So those are great little, just to have a little extra cute chair in the house for vignettes or little plant stands. Spring is coming. Flea market gardening is what everybody calls that. Those little chairs like that, and just using all kinds of old pottery and stuff to put your plants out. Teapots, those make great little planters. They also hold your tea and coffee. So, and these are nice and clean. She had a lot more pieces to this. This is, I believe, whole, right? Was this the whole? Oops, sorry. I'm all over the place with this tonight. All right, it's made for GE. It is the whole ovenware, the gray and the yellow. She had a whole bunch of other pieces with this. So this when you used to buy your fridge, they actually had containers that were like made to fit your little fridge. So whole, and there's a couple of other brands that you'll find out there that made these specially fitting into your refrigerator, and they could take those right to the oven afterwards. I do recommend that you always do let it sit and get to room temperature before you put it into the oven after the refrigerator. That's with any glass dish. Pyrex, you want to make sure you heat that stuff up a little bit before you're throwing them right into the oven. You don't want to shock the glass, because it can crack. Just because it says it won't, it can. I remember we had the Corelle dishes, the shatterproof dishes. Well, they take so many drops before they actually do shatter, and they do not shatter in half. They shatter, because I remember cleaning up after one of those plates. So just because it says it's not breakable does not mean it may not break. So, this little Peach Luster Fire King number 450. That's $10.50. Lidded. Oh, let's get the hair off there. Little roosters. Lamb. Coming up on Easter, you can make your lamb bread or whatever it is that you want to put in there. It's at $4.90 for a 2-piece lamb mold. So some other items that she just brought in. Her doilies are for sale. So this beautiful pink and white. It's like an off-white crochet. And look, you can see how big that is. And that is 31 inches by 15 inches is only $7. So that's a really pretty little doily there. And then this bookcase that I'm showing you is $180. The shelves are loose. Let's see, $180 and then 30% off. Usually when we price things a little higher like that in here, it's because we don't want to sell it too fast. But if you really need this bookcase, she's willing to part with it for that, but not too much in a hurry because she needs to store all her stuff. She just brought this mirror in the other day as well. And there's a hookah pipe in the corner. That thing, I don't know, it's kind of cool. You can just use that as a decoration somewhere. And that's been marked down 25, so $17.50. This just came in, so this is actually on sale for $35. You can get an idea of the size of it. So the mirror area is small, but your spokes are sticking out there. They're quite a bit. They come out pretty far, so make sure you have the wall space for that. This little baker's rack is for sale. Got a lot of stuff in here. We've got a nice quilt here. It does not have the backer. It is an 84 by 99 loose threads, 85, and then 30% off of that yo-yo quilt. So you can see a lot of work went into that. If you're able, I mean, I do recommend, because it does not have the backer, you need the batting and the backer. And if you've got a beautiful quilt for your bed. Lots of storage pieces, wire baskets. That's only $14 for this leaf-shaped basket. Again, you can use that as, you can use it as a basket. You can use it as a planter with that absorbent, that stuff that you put in and then you put your plant in. That you buy all those hanging planters come with that stuff in it, and then this way it's able to drain properly. So that's only, what did I say on that, $14. So that's nice and easy to do and use that as your planter. Some other items, crates. Remember, a lot of the stuff that you see that are used for display pieces, like these crates in her booth, are for sale. So, cute little watering can came in. That's newer, but it's still pretty cool. I'm going to let you look at the top of the raccoon while I get the tag in a place I can reach it. So, that is $30. So, with the 20% off, that is $21. What is this? A lot of times the spouts aren't in the best of shape. Oops. So that one just has some paint loss, but usable, not just decorative. A little raccoon got into the shop. He is $35 on sale for $35. Big resin guy. We're gonna make our way to the front of her booth, which you can see she's got a lot of stuff on these shelves. And we've said, Grey Barn is not a shop to just run through unless you're looking for something in particular that's large, and we can kind of tell you pretty quickly if it's here or not. But if you're just looking to look for ideas and inspiration, gifts, items for your collections, you do got to take your time. We have a lot of customers that come in almost every week because they know our vendors are always bringing in more stuff. Like we've said, most of our vendors come in a few times a week. So you do have to sometimes look a little closer because you might not recognize that there are new items in their space. So you might have to do a little studying to see, but there's always new stuff coming in to Grey Barn. And then I showed you Lisa's shelves last night, so we're going to walk up there. I'm surprised this is adorable because this is a clip-on bell. So this probably would have just clipped on to the animal's like little collar, like a goat or whatever, small animal. Nice and easy to clip on and off. That's $4.90. So I know what this is. What's in here? Let's see. What's the tag say? Stenographer machine, paper and ink, $50. So with the 30% off, that is only $35. Sorry, this is kind of hard to do with just the one hand there. Oh, look at that. How cool is that? When have you seen one of these available? So very cool just to have if you have like, even if you don't know a stenographer, but if you have a lot of vintage office kind of things, how fun is this? I mean, just for $35, where are you going to find something like that? Just very cool, unique piece. So I'm going to walk with you up front. Not going to spin this too quick because we do try to keep this nice and slow. These are also her items here on this corner. So she does have a nice vise and a club. So any more information that you need on those, just let me know. And Betty's Treasures. Andover Junction was just in today working on her space. I'll walk on up and visit her shelves in the bookcase. In the case. All right. So those nightstands will be picked up tomorrow. They did sell, so. All right, so this is the Hip Chick's shelf. She's got two in here. You see she has some higher end jewelry. Again, still, 30% off on those. And she has down here right now just the tuxedo cat and that. And the shelf is up a little bit higher because she has had items in here that do need that clearance of the shelves. So, and like I've said last night, she also has, oh, that's a nice little flower frog there for $10.50. Nice blue pottery. He also has, like we said, we've let our vendors put all their costume jewelry up here. So there's a lot of vendor 57, which is our Hip Chick items in here. And she is still 30% off on that. So we're going to wind this up now. And I hope to visit this side of the shop within the next few days. At Belmont Farmhouse and all our other, excuse the mess over here. That is actually where all the stuff goes that you buy online from us or call up and tell us to hold. So that's our holding cabinet for those things. So I hope you have a lovely weekend. Thank you for spending some time with Grey Barn again and visiting the Hip Chick, located at Grey Barn, Andover, New Jersey. Good night.